Yes, people, Arsenal with Ash here to review our 2-0 home win in the Premier League against West Ham. A comfortable day at the office, job done, top of the league going into international break. And yeah, like I said, it was a comfortable day at the office. Someone on X actually described this game perfectly, and they said it was one of the forgettable wins that you just love. A game that no one's really going to look back in 5-10 years and think, oh, do you remember that time Arsenal beat West Ham 2-0? Not going to remember it. It was just a victory. We just coasted through the game. West Ham didn't really cause us many problems. We were professional. We controlled the whole game. I don't even think they had a shot. I think they might have had 1 or 2 shots on target throughout the whole game. And yeah, it was just a comfortable day. And quite surprisingly, to be honest, obviously, like I said before the game, we had lost our last 2 home games to West Ham in the league. So going into this one, it was a little bit spicy. We had that record in our head. We couldn't afford to allow this to happen a third time. It's one of our bogey teams, along with Newcastle the week before, along with Fulham and Palace coming up, teams that have taken points off of us in consecutive seasons. So yeah, we had to get over this hurdle. And we did that. We were so good in terms of controlling the game and then nullifying any attack that they had. We were just so good at it. It wasn't our most free-flowing and attacking performance. And we kind of, when you looked at the team sheet before the game started, we had Odegaard in the 8. We had Eze in the other 8. Obviously Declan Rice sitting. When we had the front 3 of Trossard, Gyökeres and Saka, and you're thinking, wow, look at this. This is going to be a madness. But West Ham sat in a low 4-5-1 block and made it really difficult for us. And in the opening minutes, we couldn't create too much. Obviously, we had that chance with Eze, which he definitely should have scored. And I did speak about scoring an early goal, which would kind of stop them from dropping as deep as they did, because obviously they'd have to come out and try and find a goal themselves. But we had to be patient, like I said. And in the end, it was the boy Declan Rice against West Ham again. Like, how many times is this going to happen? And they're booing him. Thanks, West Ham, man. Hey, we'll give you another 5-10 mil because he's that good. But yeah, really good finish from him. Obviously, it came from Zubimendi again, who is an absolutely just a ridiculous footballer. Obviously, he came on for Odegaard, another unfortunate injury for Odegaard. 3 home games in a row. I think it's 3 starts in a row for him in the league. I think that's the first time that's ever happened. And yeah, unfortunately, he had to come off. But we had Zubimendi in there. We got that balance back a bit with Declan Rice pushing up a bit more, and then obviously Eze in the most advanced midfield position. Zubimendi just dictated the game. He's just a silent assassin. I've been saying this. He doesn't get involved in too many squabbles or anything like that. If he makes a foul, he just runs back into position. He's quiet. But yeah, on the ball, he's ridiculous. That pass he made to Eze for the first goal, the weight of the pass was perfect. Eze just took it in his stride and hit it. And obviously Declan got the rebound. And then even for the second goal, for the penalty, it's his pass over the top to Timber, and then he gets fouled in the box, and Saka sticks away the pen. But Zubimendi's just a ridiculous footballer. But yeah, he changed the game for us in terms of our attacking output, and it's a comfortable day at the office. Like I said, we're top of the league. Can we stay there? We've seen Liverpool falter in the last week. They've lost 3 games in a row, 2 in the league, 1 in the Champions League. We've won 3 games in a row, 2 in the league, 1 in the Champions League. So it's a very good week for us, a terrible week for them, and it's allowed us to gain ground and actually go above them now. So we're a point clear at the top of the Premier League, with some, what would you say, favourable fixtures coming up. Obviously, we've got an international break, which hasn't come at the best time. But when we come back, we're away at Fulham. Tough place to go, but a game that we expect to get 3 points from. Palace at home, another tough game, but we expect 3 points. And then it's Burnley and Sunderland, 2 promoted sides. We expect to get 3 points there. So we've got a real opportunity here to kind of open a gap, because Liverpool have Man United to play, they have City to play, all in that same time period. So yeah, we're in a good position. And if you look at our fixtures at the start of the season, away to Liverpool, away to Newcastle, home to City, away to Man United as well, it's been a tough start for us, really tough start, and we've managed to get through it and have ourselves at the top of the league. So big up the boys, big up Arteta. And hopefully no injuries in the international break, man. Odegaard, we saw, came off. He's going to be out for about 2 to 6 weeks. They've got to do a few more tests. He's got an MCL injury. And yeah, we have to see how it is. But they say it could be 2 weeks, could be 6 weeks. So we'll see what happens. But hopefully he can come back as quickly as possible. And obviously we've still got the long-term absences of Madueke, Havertz and Jesus. Hincapié hopefully should be back after the break as well. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But let me get on to the player ratings. David Raya in goal, nothing to do. Absolutely nothing to do, really. He's got another clean sheet. You might as well give him the Golden Glove now, honestly. He's just walking to it. So many clean sheets this season. What in terms of all competitions, 10 games, 7 clean sheets. It's absolutely ridiculous. We've only conceded 3 goals in all competitions. And 2 of those were from set pieces. It's absolutely mental what this defence is doing. So big them up and big up David Raya. He's going to get an 8 out of 10. Was it Timber? Yeah, Timber at right back. Just brilliant, man. He's just a brilliant, brilliant footballer. He is getting better at the offensive game. And I said this last season, at times he was frustrating me a bit because he was holding onto the ball a bit too long and it was a bit too measured and controlled. But he's actually progressing the ball a bit quicker now. And in fact, himself getting into positions, driving with the ball and trying to make things happen, commit defenders. So I've noticed that change in his game, and I think that's more akin to us becoming a more direct team in certain aspects of the game. But yeah, he obviously won the penalty, big him up for that. And he's going to get a 8.5 out of 10 for me. Saliba, comfortable day at the office, helped nullify West Ham's attacks, didn't have too much to do, a standard 8.5 as well. Same for Gabriel, not much to do, 8.5 will do. And Calafiori the same. The defence has just been brilliant. Not much to do. He a bit trickier opponent for him with Jared Bowen, obviously on that side, but I think he dealt with him as best he could. Bowen didn't get too much joy out of him, and yeah, I think going forward, Arteta said it best. He offers a dynamism and a chaotic nature into our game, which provides an unpredictability, and it's really difficult for defenders to manage that. So big up Calafiori, and it's nice to see him get a run of games fit and in the side as well. So yeah, 8.5 to him as well. Declan Rice obviously got the goal, got the opener. He's just so comfortable transitioning from 6 to 8. Obviously started the game in the 6. Then obviously when Zubimendi came on, he goes in the 8s, but he also kind of switches with Zubimendi in the 6 and the 8, and they just complement each other so well. And yeah, Declan Rice just doing Declan Rice things. It's a standard 8 out of 10 for him. In fact, I'm going to give him an 8.5, just like the defence, because I thought he was really good. I'm not going to mark Odegaard because he didn't have too much time on the pitch, so I'll go to Zubimendi, who I've spoken about already when I was just reviewing the game, and he's just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Has a hand in both goals. Won't get an assist, won't get a goal, but we know how important he was in both goals. So yeah, I'm going to give him. In fact, I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10, and I'm going to give him a man of the match because I thought he was that good. Eze had a decent game. He should have scored. Should have been on the score sheet. He'll know that better than anyone. And obviously had a hand in the Declan Rice goal. And yeah, just popping up in those pockets, trying to make things happen is what he does. And yeah, just a bit of a standard day. I didn't think he did anything outstanding, but yeah, he had a decent game. So I'm gonna give him a 7.5 out of 10. And then the front three, Trossard on the left, getting a run of games out there, isn't he? So yeah, he had a decent game. Tried to make things happen. Linked up well with the rest of the attack and the midfield. Similar to Eze though, nothing outstanding. But I'm gonna give him a 7.5. And the same for Saka, really, nothing outstanding. But he got his 100th goal contribution for us. That's 100 goals and assists in 200 games. Ridiculous. He's doing so well. Proud of him. And can't wait to see him progress even more. He's only 24 years old, people. This boy can only get better. But yeah, I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. Put his penalty away really nicely. And Gyökeres wasn't his best game. But it's so on the ball in the last couple of games, I've spoken about how he's improved a lot, his hold up play, etc. It weren't that in this game. It was poor. He was losing the ball quite a lot. Wasn't really combining well with the other players. But I'm going to cut him some slack because he works so hard for the team, and he's been our only 9 throughout the season. So he's playing every game, like non-stop. Hasn't had a rest really yet, apart from the Port Vale game. And even then he came on in that game as well. So he's working so hard. So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt in this game that he might have been a bit tired, a bit jaded. Still gave his all, helped stretch the defence, and he creates so much space for the other players as well. So that work don't go unnoticed, but there's only so long you can do that for. He needs to start putting the ball in the back of the net again. And yeah, hopefully there's a good international break this time and get some goals and comes back with confidence and puts a few away. But yeah, I'm going to give him a 7.5 out of 10. Off the bench, we saw Ethan and Miles come off the bench. Didn't have too much involvement in the game. I'm going to give them standards 6.5s. Who else did we see come on? Trying to remember. I think Marino came on for Rice at one point. I think Rice actually got a slight back injury actually. So hopefully he'll be alright. I don't know. We'll see. I don't think he's pulled out the England squad yet. But yeah, Marino standard 6.5 as well. And Martinelli, same. Didn't have too much impact on the game. But yeah, like I said, a comfortable win. We're top of the league. Let's hope we can stay there throughout the season, open up a gap and run away with this title. That's what we all want. That's the dream. Come on, boys. But yeah, let me know your thoughts, your comments. Who was your man of the match? How you feeling about the team at the moment? 2-week international break. We don't love it, but before we know it, we'll be at Fulham away, hopefully getting another 3 points against our B team. And yeah, let's see what happens. But yeah, stay tuned for the content. Hit me up on Insta, X, TikTok, at Arsenal with Ash. And yeah, like I said, like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and we'll see you soon.